Hey guys, what's up? It's JR Cuber, and in this video we have another Puzzlcrate unboxing. This is the January box, so let's go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. Alright, looks like we got two puzzles in here. Ooh, this one's very small. Okay. Alright, so in here we have the Clover Pyraminx and the 2x2 Transform Pyraminx Octahedron 2. So let's go ahead and start with the smaller one, actually, this one. So it says, released in late 2019 by Limcube, this is a variation of the original Transform Pyraminx Octahedron. Instead of the tips turning, now each face can turn in 120-degree increments. The puzzle no longer has the ability to be turned down the center like the original. As usual for Limcube, the quality is very good and the puzzle has a light and sandy feel when turning. It's also one of the smallest puzzles we've ever included in a crate. All right, so let's go ahead and check it out. I really have no idea what this is going to look like, and it's very, very small, but here we go. Okay, definitely a small puzzle, so let's see how this moves. Okay, so we just do face turns like that. Interesting. So it's just an 8-sided octahedron type puzzle with face turns. Looks like we do have some identical pieces because there's only 4 colors on this, even though it's a 8-sided puzzle. So yeah, this is a very, very nice, compact little puzzle. The turning's really great. The only thing I would say about it is that the faces are very shallow, so you don't have much to grip when you're doing a turn. Luckily, the puzzle moves very, very easily. As you can see, you can kind of finger trick it. So that's really no problem. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind if the puzzle was a little bigger. I don't think that would be an issue or anything, but it is nice for like a compact little puzzle like this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and scramble it up and see what the solve is like. All right, there we go. I think that's a pretty decent scramble. So this is definitely not going to be a super difficult solve, I can't imagine, because there's really not that many pieces to solve. It's really just these little wings here. The centers don't really move in any way. They just rotate and there's no orientation to them. So those are already solved. So it's just going to be about placing these, which I can't imagine is going to be that difficult. So let's just go ahead and start with this one, let's say, which needs to just go right here. So we can just go ahead and rotate it up. Let's see. Ooh, actually, what I imagine is this one is not, this one goes here. Yeah. So that actually does make it easier because there's no way to really rotate these pieces, it doesn't look like. So it's going to be pretty obvious where all of these pieces go, I would say. So this one can rotate up. And then this one rotates up on this side. So then to complete this side, we just need this piece to rotate in like that. There we go. Now let's kind of get some of these middle pieces done. Let's see. Yep, this one is going to go here. So we'll just rotate this spot so that I can rotate this one into that spot. Now that one is solved. To do this one, it looks like it's not going to be this piece because this one is flipped wrong. So it's going to end up being this piece. So just go ahead and rotate this over. And then we can kind of cycle this in just like that. Now that one's in. This one we can rotate in just by doing one turn. This one is going to come from here, I imagine. Yes. So let's just rotate this into place like that. Whoops. Hold on. I messed this up a little bit. This one needs to rotate here. So I'm going to kind of cycle it out. And then, let's see. Cycle it in right here. There we go. And then we'll cycle this one in right there. Or whoops. Right there. Which means we need to cycle this one in. Right there. Okay, and the puzzle is solved. That is all there is to it. Definitely a pretty simple puzzle. Fun little solve. Not too challenging. Should be pretty easy to figure out. Yeah. Cool puzzle. All right, let's go ahead and move on. So next up, we've got the Clover Pyraminx. Landland has recently released this beautiful puzzle which looks very similar to the Clover series from Very Puzzle. Like the other Clover puzzles, this Clover Pyraminx is an edge-turning puzzle with 2 axes of rotation per edge. It's not a super difficult puzzle to solve, but it can be a bit tricky to fully scramble due to every move being a shape-shifting / jumbling move. Turning can be a bit stiff at first, but overall the quality and turning is great like most Land puzzles. It's a beautiful addition to any collection. Alright, so I wonder how different this is going to be from another Land puzzle that was in a Puzzlcrate recently, which was very similar to a Clover Pyraminx. This looks like definitely a different puzzle though. So this is the puzzle. Definitely, I think, matches more of what the definition of a Clover cube really is. However, it still does look very, very similar to this puzzle, which I never actually ended up fully solving. But this is another Land puzzle, which is very similar to a Clover Pyraminx. You have 2 axes of rotation per edge. So this is similar. The main difference that I'm seeing with these puzzles is that these pieces here are all kind of connected into one instead of being separate. So definitely a bit different. I'm assuming it's going to be a bit easier to solve. So basically you can do turns right here as well as turns right here. So 2 turns per axis. Every move is a jumbling move. So you kind of just always have to be careful about not getting things too stuck and still being able to make proper turns. It also does make it kind of tricky to scramble because you are definitely going to run into times where you can't make certain moves anymore. But I'm basically already scrambling it, so I'm just going to go ahead and keep going with that. For example, I just hit a move that I can't make. I can't turn here anymore because I'm blocked by this piece. So now I have to kind of turn in another direction and continue on with the scramble. All right, so even though that's really not much of a scramble, I'm going to go ahead and call it there. Everything's still fairly close to its original position. It is kind of hard to really get things far away from where they originally are, though, like I said. You kind of have to probably really know some algorithms if you want to get a full scramble going. But either way, I've never really had much of a strategy for solving these puzzles. It's always just kind of been like just messing with things until things kind of fall into place, which is easy because with the way it's scrambled, that's kind of how it works. It would be different if everything was really messed up. But yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of see what kind of turns can I make and how far away am I from being able to make other turns, that kind of thing. Right now, my main goal is just kind of to flatten everything as much as I can, really. But just to kind of get everything back to a state where I can hopefully make some more moves. So I'm just trying to get these middle pieces in place. Yep, there's that one. Let's see if we can get this one in place. Yeah, let's try cycling this to this position. That seemed to do something. It seems like we're close now. Yep, that's good. I want to get this one solved. That's a step in the right direction. Can rotate there and there. Ooh, okay. I feel like I've definitely stumbled into some kind of parody here with just the single piece rotated, and with this. I'm gonna kind of do a bit of a rotation, see if I can kind of rotate these pieces around. Okay. So now I'm gonna rotate this in from this angle. All right, now that one's flipped, and I'm gonna kind of try and fix this mess now. Oh boy, this is exactly what I was worried of, just kind of messing things up even further. Ow. So the card said this is a pretty easy puzzle to solve, so I feel like I really shouldn't be struggling with it this much. Oh, okay, now we're really close. This has got to be solvable pretty easily, I feel like. Ugh, now we just need to rotate these two. Okay, Now we're back to this position. Seems like I always get to this point with a lot of these kind of puzzles. I just get to the last two pieces, the last few, and get stuck.
3:28 a.m.
All right, well, I'm stumped. I can't really think of anything else to do, and I really don't want to mess up the puzzle because I don't want to try and get it back to this point, so probably just going to end up looking up a tutorial, something like that. But that really just about does it for this month's Puzzle Crate. So nice little balance here. We've got a puzzle that was very, very easy to solve and a puzzle that I can't solve. That does seem to be how a lot of Puzzle Crates go, but yeah, before I sign off here, I do want to announce the winner for last month's Puzzle Crate, so let's do that now. All right, so let's go ahead and pick the winner from last month's Puzzle Crate for the DNA Cube. So I've already got all the comments loaded up, so let's just go ahead and pick a winner right now. All right, and this is the winner right here. So if this is you, then just go to the About page of my channel, and there you'll find an email. Just go ahead and send me an email with your shipping information, and we'll work everything out. So congratulations to the winner. Thanks to everyone who commented on the video. If you guys would like to check out Puzzle Crate, the link will of course be in the description. It's a $30 a month subscription service, and you get new puzzles sent to you every single month. If you guys like this video, make sure to hit that like button, turn notifications, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.